It takes a lot of courage to realize that you're the toxic one, and trying to change that is just that's helpful for everyone, especially you. We're so into this culture of self-love and self-appreciation, and I deserve the best and you're not giving it to me, so I'm gonna cut off this relationship. And how many people are you gonna cut off? Because if you're the toxic one, you're just gonna project it out on everyone and you think everyone else is toxic but you. But when you see people like Zanab and Cole on media and you realize that, oh my god, I'm the toxic one and I've been, dragging people down this rabbit hole and making them feel horrible about themselves, thinking that they're making me feel horrible. And when that happens, what do you do now? I'm obviously going to be talking about from my perspective because I was the most toxic person ever and I didn't realize it at the time. And when I changed myself, and especially after seeing Zanab and Cole on media, I just realized how toxic I truly was and the things that I did to change. And I think I finally understood the problem with Zanab, so I want to share it with you guys too. So when I watched them in the beginning, I thought Cole was this frat boy. Everyone was talking about him like that. And when I first saw him, I think there was a clear age difference, but not to the extremes of not to a very extreme. But I think age difference also played a part. And Cole was very childish in a sense, but Jenna was not. But Cole tried to change for her. He clearly tried to change, and she was not appreciative of him at all. And all of us can see that she is one, really insecure, and two, she projects it out onto other people. And there's a clip of her saying that he should be so fortunate to have her in his life, and I just think that is the describing point of what she truly feels, because she feels insecure, that is there, and he should not have compared her to other people. But in her core she is not very secure about herself, and when it comes out, she's been taught by the media that, oh, you should love yourself and you're the best you could ever have been, you're the girl of everyone's dreams and this and that, you're a 10 on 10 and everything like that. That gets into your head and you truly think that way. And when you see that the reality is not showing that, what do? You just project it onto someone else. I'm not the problem, you are the problem for not being able to see that in me. And the thing with Janab is that she's passive aggressive, and I was just like her at that point in my life. She knows what she wants, she knows what her likes are, dislikes are, but like people don't conform to that always, and she can't see past that. And she's being able to suppress her emotions in her head. She thinks that she's suppressing all her emotions, but they're coming out obviously as being her being passive aggressive, and she's literally waiting for an opportunity to blow up at him. Everything that he does is wrong, and she, as a person who is a victim, she's taking it all in one bit at a time, and she's just realizing all the mistakes he's doing and commenting on them, because she can't be outright have an outburst outright. But when she gets to that level where she thinks that she can't take it anymore, she just bursts. What is happening in her head is that she's suffering through it all. She's okay, she's just accepting Cole as he is. He's trying to do things for her, all like that's all great, but he's not doing it as per the level set that she deserves, and as per the level that he should have been doing it this certain way, and I will only take it this way or no way at all. And I'm accepting this for his sake, not for me. I don't see him as an equal. He's way inferior for me. I'm on a pedestal, he's not, and I'm just accepting whatever he's doing for me. I think her behavior and thought patterns stem deeper than what her childhood was like, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that her childhood doesn't play a part. It does, but it goes deeper than that. The thing is that she doesn't know how to properly, communicate her feelings properly. I feel this way, and when you do this, it makes me feel a certain way, and I don't know how to process that information in the way that is, healthy. At this point, even if you show her wrong, she would be in complete denial. If you're learning through other people, the media is like, love yourself. If somebody shows you your flaws, fuck them. It's not gonna come out as, a really healthy relationship to be with that person. I think that self-love is not just about not taking other people's wrongdoings, but also about self-discipline, and most importantly, self-reflection. If you want to surround yourself with love, you should also give love in that way. And what you do is, what she does is, she gives love, but in her own way, thinking that every time she does something, she should get back hundredfold. But that's not the case for anyone or everyone. it's just like whatever you want, you need to see him as an equal and not someone who is inferior to you. You will always get back what you give. The best part about Cold is that he's trying to change, and it reminds me of my boyfriend who was a total player until he met me, and then he wanted to settle down for me. But me being a total that I was, I didn't see it. I just thought he was always lacking in something, and I would literally, and even if he was doing everything perfectly, I would just literally wait until he made a tiny mistake, and I would just blow off. I would blow off my steam on him. I would project it until the end of time. I would just focus on that little mistake, and I would forget everything else he has done for me, and you would just sit there apologizing and feeling bad. And with time, obviously, both of you are not gonna feel good when you do things like that. So if you look clearly, you'll see that Zanab is just waiting for him to make a mistake, and she's just being like, whenever he apologizes or does something nice, he's just taking it for granted, like, yeah, this is how I'm supposed to be treated. But like when he makes a small mistake, or even if it's a big mistake, she's just projecting onto it. And this is where our insecurities come in. She's already feeling shitty about herself. She's always feeling shitty about herself, and she's just assuming that that is the reality. And when anything else happens, she's failing to see that. And when some people do anything wrong, and she's literally waiting for other people to make mistakes, she's feeling like shit. And it's really hard to take responsibility for your own feelings and actions, so you just wait for other people to make a mistake, or to prove that you are right, your feelings are valid, you feeling like shit is valid. You take it out on them. The third person has literally nothing to do with it. Please note that I'm not forgiving Cole for all his stupid remarks and mistakes, but I can see where I'm just talking about Zanab because I used to be like her. She is passive aggressive because he holds it all in, all the small remarks or the things that he's like not doing right. Like when you were cooking chicken for her, she was like, oh, you're finally cooking it, you're finally doing the thing that you said you would do. And he's making chicken his way, she's commenting on everything that he's doing, and she's being passive aggressive that way. In her mind, she's holding all the bad remarks in. In reality, she's not. Just waiting for him to make a tiny little remark that is like obvious for everyone that he is in the wrong, and she just makes it a really big point to hone in on it. Obviously, speaking from my personal experience with me and my significant other, realizing that you're the toxic one and trying to change it takes a lot of courage, hard work, and a lot of heartache. When you don't see your significant other as a level equal, like he's an amazing person and you accept him with all his flaws, he's not, and you're not nice to him, he's not gonna be nice to you either, and you think he's the toxic one. But take a step back and look at your relationship. Who is the toxic one? It's really painful, I know, but like, this needs to be done because you're going to carry this pattern everywhere. He's just the living version, the living proof of your assumption. Whatever you think in your head, he's projecting it out onto you. And this is not the case for everyone, but I'm just speaking from my personal experience, and I think I need to make that very clear. In my relationship, I was the main problem and I needed to change. He needed to change a bit, but I was the main problem. When I changed my mindset and started to show up as the girl he deserves, he changed for me too. When you sit there and appreciate for the fact that he's so nice, he's so kind, he's so giving, he loves you so much, he'll be more appreciative of you too, and he will do those things that make you happier, feel more loved. I was still, stuck up and resentful like Zanab is currently, I would not have had the chance to live my dream life with my ideal partner. Even though it's hard, I think that when you realize you're the toxic one, it's good because there's only one way from here. Either you, two ways actually, but I truly hope that Zanab can see that, and anyone who is acting that way and look up to her as a girl boss, or someone who's this epitome of, whatever we're looking for in this pop culture media, whatever. I hope they can see this and realize that if you're the toxic one, you need to change yourself before pointing fingers at other people and telling that they're the toxic ones. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I really want to hear your guys' opinions and if you've ever gone through stuff like this. So yeah, bye.